Today we're taking the stock airbox on this Audi S3 8Y generation. I'm going to be replacing it with our intake and inlet hose that you see right here. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to pop the hood and then let's jump right in. You want to grab some pliers, anything like that, and then you're going to squeeze this off. This job is fairly easy, but for those of you who are new to this platform, this is how you do this. So after you unclip that, look for this little tightening clamp. You're going to loosen that. That should pop off the intake hose itself, that rubber hose or the plastic hose. Looks like an accordion. And next thing you're going to look for this little breather hose that's just below. It has some tabs on the top and bottom. You want to squeeze that. A better way you can do this, you can rotate the entire plastic hose. That way you can better access the squeeze tabs. And you're going to squeeze it, it's going to unclip, and you pull it out just like this. It's that simple, guys. Now you've got your intake hose out of the way. Putting in the bigger piece is going to take a little bit longer, but overall it's an easy job. Now let's compare the two right here. You've got the stock OEM one on the right side. On the left side, you've got the 034 Motorsport. It is silicone, and you've got the clamps on there. I mean, it's slightly larger. What I do like about this is that the flow is a lot smoother, right? Versus that accordion style that you see in the OEM one here. The silicone version is a little bit wider. It's a little bit thicker. Let's go ahead and remove the turbo inlet. So to move that, you've got two screws, that one at the top right there behind the little hose. That you can see that right there. And then just below that, in the opposite direction, you've got your second screw there. You can see it right there. Let's kind of get into focus a little bit. But you can see it right there. So you're going to loosen up the top first. And then there's that other screw right there. And you want to use a T30 for this. I found it better to use a subby ratchet for this just because it's a very tight space. So I loosen up the top first, as you can see right here, just to kind of wiggle it out of place. Then you want to use your fingers to just de-thread it so you don't let it fall into its demise down there in the engine bay. Great, so you'll put that to the side, and then now we can rotate this and gain a little bit more access to that bottom screw that's right there. Or you can keep it in place, whatever is best for you, but if you rotate it, you might be able to get a little bit more clearance there with your ratchet. And once you got both of them off, you just simple pull this out. It's that easy, little resistance. This thing is super light, it's just plastic. It's just really light, it's very thin, and it's very stubby if you compare it to like the Mark 7, the previous generation VW Audi TSI motors. They were a lot bigger. But now that we have that right there, our turbo is exposed. Let's take a look at the OEM turbo. This is the Continental brand turbo on the Mark 8 Golf R and the 8Y Audi S3. It definitely does look bigger than the IS38, if I recall correctly. I think it's a little bit bigger. And then let's compare the two. So we've got our 034 Motorsport turbo inlet pipe right down the left side. On the right side, we have our OEM one with the Audi logo stamped on there somewhere. The 034 is a little bit bigger. Now, when you put them side by side, they don't look too much different. In terms of size, they look almost identical, but when you stack them on top of each other, you can tell more of the size difference there. Obviously, the 034 is a little bit bigger, it's a little bit wider, but it also has this little portion right here. You see where the screw would go in between the two? The left side allows you to just slide it above the screw. Now this is pretty interesting. We've got a Mark 7 turbo inlet right here. Look at how much bigger this was on the previous gen cars. Your GTIs or Golf Rs, the Audi S3s. It's a much bigger piece when you compare it to the Mark 8 Golf R and S3. Just a stubbier piece. The new turbo inlets are still larger. They're a little bit wider than the Mark 7, you can see the difference right there between the two. So it's a stubby but wider piece. All right, so the first thing you want to do to put this stuff back, that bottom screw right there, you want to hand thread that in there, make sure it's in nice and straight. Hand thread a little bit, and then you bring your turbo inlet pipe like so. And you're going to use that same bottom portion that has the slit, slide it over, and then it allows you just to push it in towards the turbo itself and align both screw holes there. So super simple. And you're going to hand thread the top. And once you got that in place, everything looks good. You can go ahead and bolt everything down, tighten everything down. And once you've done that, this is what it will look like. So you can see it's fully seated. This is the turbo inlet installed from 034 Motorsports. Now we want to focus on this breather hose that you see right here. So you've got this piece that comes in the intake hose kit. It sits right there, but instead we're going to attach it to the breather hose itself now. And there's only one direction this thing can slip on, so make sure you've got that right orientation. Once it's snapped in, you're pretty much good to go. You want to push this out the way a little bit so you can put in the larger hose that you see right here. And things get a little tight back there, so just kind of work with it a little bit, wiggle things around, you'll see what I mean. And once you're able to slip that on both ends, you can go ahead and tighten it up on the rear side and then on the front side. I tightened up the rear side first. And this is what it'll look like, guys. So it's a super simple mod that you can do. This intake, I mean, I like how it looks. It's very stealthy. They're definitely OEM plus. The one con though is that how close it sits to this sensor right here for the brake reservoir. It's basically touching it, it's leaning up against it, and I'm pretty sure if you were to full throttle off the line, the motor is going to flex and it's going to push that hose back into that sensor. It's a little sketch, right? We don't have to keep buying sensors, but overall, I think it looks great. Everything else is good about it. If that one piece wasn't touching it, then I think this would be a 10 out of 10 mod in terms of just the simplicity of it and how easy it is to install. But I am going to reach out to 034 Motorsports and see if they have any recommendations about that piece right there. Hopefully there's some sort of quick fix or anything like that we can do. I think one thing you can do is plug in like a fake sensor just so it deletes it. But let's see if there's any other way we can either move that reservoir a little bit or somehow twist the hose. I mean, I tried moving the hose the opposite direction. Sound-wise, guys, you won't get too much, to be honest. We do have a drop-in filter in here as well, but you won't really get much of a noticeably louder difference. This is still a closed airbox, so you don't get that swooshy turbo sound that you would on an open. In the future, we will be switching to an open intake. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. It helps the channel grow, and hope to catch you on the next one. Peace.